All right, everybody, welcome to another stream starring yours truly, JY Studios. And one more week till Thanksgiving, guys. Woo! All right, so who's got a question? Okay, if no one has one, then I got one from Ezio Vietti in Hackensack, New Jersey. Actually, no, I do not. Um, all right, it's been a while. My last animation was two little M&Ms and Bumbleberg, even though they shouldn't be there because they're M&Ms and not vegetables. Ooh, which veggies are we going to see? What's the best decision guide or something else? I'm not streaming what's the best decision guide variety. If anything, I'm just doing that like whenever I can. With that said, the one I'm streaming is a project I teased a while back, like, and I'm still working on. It is the End of Silliness animated radio interview, starring Larry the Cucumber, the guy who just lost his silly songs, and he's taking it well, as you can tell. Yeah, that scream in the middle, he's totally fine. If you haven't heard it, I highly recommend searching In the Silliness radio interview. I'm guessing a lot of you have already heard it, but if you're watching this and you haven't, highly recommend checking it out. Incorporated a good buddy of mine found it. He's been a real Chad recently for just uploading lost media stuff. Of course, I like your animation showcase and your model showcase. Thank you, Liam. Gideon Larry Stevenson. I'm so excited for this interview. I'm excited to finish this. Like editing wise, I have it the entire thing set up. I'm just halfway through animation at this point. Like like if you want a good idea of where I'm at right now, I've got all the overall like body movement done. I'm just halfway through with like facial expressions. So like eyes and mouth. Those are the last things I'm doing. And then I'll just well okay, so I have a system where as soon as I finish a shot, like, or a scene in this case, I'm gonna render it and put it into Blender. Cause like, well, a later version of Blender, I use that for editing because I gotten way too used to Blender's editing software. I didn't. Can you blame me? It's pretty good. And like 4.2 so far is pretty good. I haven't tried 4.3 yet. Um, I don't use 4.3 for run 2 or 3 for rendering because I think that's a bit more complicated than like Eevee's. He's in 4.1. I don't know, it kind of feels a little bit too much like Cycles now, where it's like sampling or denoising, like, huh? So, uh, alright. Uh, how long have you been a fan of VeggieTales? That is a great question, Michael. As long as I can remember, I saw I saw Josh and the Big Wall a really long time ago. That was the first episode I got introduced. And I've seen this many times. I think that's a great episode to introduce your kids to, except for the fact that the show has two hosts and one of them is absent for like the countertop segment, so it does throw the new viewers off. But yeah, I think that has great humor, some really good songs. It definitely some fun characters. Like it's like obviously you got the French Peas as the guard. Well, they've been around for a while, but Jean-Claude and Philippe's role in the show were really solidified there. Blender's editing system software has been super helpful, even for non-animation stuff. Exactly, through Fun Blender. I've confession, I've animated the once said videos on there, and I've had a lot of fun doing that. Even did I think a few people know this, but also did the remolded review on there. It did take a while because, well, Blender has to render it, and well, obviously with any editing software, you have to render it anyway, so it's going to take a while. But yeah, it was still fun to put together. It's easy to use per se. Um, I think it's more complex than iMovie because I have like that's just been sitting on my desktop right next to Blender for like I don't know a few months. Yeah, I've had this for a few months. Um, I've been a Blender since 2019. Same. I started Blender back in June of 2019. I'm not gonna give the full story out, but like I took a course on it, like, and some of you probably already know my age already because of the Meet the Animator video, so you could probably guess my age right around 2019. Like, you took a course at that when you were that young? Yeah, yeah, because why? Because I don't know. I wanted to do it, and it sounded fun, and of course that led to the if you actually watched my older animations, you'll see one where it's just this guy walking around with and gets hit, just sees this trash can in the middle. It's the old animations thumbnail basically when you go by it. It's ugly, but I kind of respect it because it's the first major animation I made. There's one other that is actually JY Lost Media right now, so do not ask for it. I did not save it in time, so yeah. I started since 2020. 2020 I think was definitely when I got more into animating because well, the quarantine happened, so I had a lot of spare time outside of classes. So I mean, I got to animate stuff like, oh, I don't know, this ugly ass Skeleton one pointing a knife at Larry. So pandemic, yeah, a pandemic brain. Okay, I feel like Blender animations for VeggieTales have evolved after remolded. I would say they've evolved over time, basically. Like if you especially look at some of the earlier animations from like CMF, like they're kind of so like okay, it's nice that you got them recreated, but they don't like they move fine. They just look all right. But especially with over time, with um the newer animations from CMF Flood, we got some of my animations, 3-2-1 Blender's animations, Metallic Cube, Gabe and Friends, what especially what Recorded Buddy here. The animations have definitely evolved, like to feel more like the show. And I hate to do this, but I'm going to add myself to the equation. I think I've helped that a little bit. Like modelists like me, Cement Flip, 3-2-1 Blender have definitely like helped with like getting more of that show feel into it in terms of the models. So, and I think I should say that because I got into the community through models anyways. So, because like I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't like just say, I've got this bunny stadium that's been sitting on my computer for a year. Might as well send it out. So, okay, it's been 15 minutes. I'm going to put out gonna switch over to the, the scene here. Oh look, we got a little cucumber here, just in this countertop with all these random junk. Um, yeah, if anyone wants to know, these are just props I just grabbed from like multiple sources. Like, well, obviously this think the longer I think about it, this would work perfectly for like the ultimate soy song countdown. So you have like this countdown of soy songs, anyways. But my process when I was thinking about it was like I'm thinking of this as like around the point where like Larry has truly lost it to the point where he has to like give up some of this stuff. So like obviously you have this box over here, this bin over here of just some of Larry's prompts, and then like this coat rack. I might animate like a joke about Archibald just coming, like Archibald and some peas coming in and just taking this rack away. Probably in the last one, I think. I haven't animated it yet, but I'm thinking about doing it. So, but yeah, you got the cactus from 3-2-1 Blender here, the projector I made a while back, MJK Veggies notebook, this little furry raccoon that I made for Larry was on Bear Trap, 3-2-1's hairbrush, which wouldn't it, I don't think would have looked like this at this point because this was used for like around 2001 or somewhere around there. When did those when did those complete Silly Song collection renders come out? Uh, I remember specifically there was a poster for it. Somewhere between 2001 and 2004, I'm just going to say that. But I just wanted to use it. You got an eye patch here, which is just a cube. Credit goes to Gideon Larry for the eye patch. And then a sombrero, Eclipse. Yeah, Eclipse. I couldn't get it to look like, or without having it like clip. So, uh, and yeah, this is Junior's toy chest from episode 1 and 3. Yes, I'm a nerd, veggie nerd, if you will. Check chat. I think I know what that is, but I don't think I should spoil anything. Huh? I've been watching on C-Man 320 Blender anime. I sort of did a mix up how I animate them. I've seen you anime as well. You do a pretty good job with what you do. I thought that was supposed to be a sneak peek to an animated version of the radio interview for the End of Silliness. This is the radio interview for the End of Silliness, like fanatic. Um, I did also post like an image of the interview coming up like a while back. So, good afternoon. Hello, Angel Cat Studios. Welcome to the stream. All right. I don't know. I feel contrite. Like if I just have a scene in journal, I just gotta dissect it. Like I did this for the last stream too, just diving into like the Dutch, like the Root and Toot and Kirk pizza place for no reason whatsoever. Just say, here's some things I did. Um, we have Larry here. He's a cucumber. He's green. Should not be able to do this, but he is anyways. Um, okay, so here's the scene layout right now. As it goes in order from like the questions Larry's asked, from welcome Larry all the way to what inspired you, what kind of songwriter admire do you admire most? From this point right here, and if you know the order, you can tell I'm already at the freak out bit. Um, this was the section that actually made me say, I need to animate this. Uh, because not only is the freak out funny, but there's just a lot you can do with like I don't know, like well, it hurts the context of the interview anyways, like or the built-in context. You could just have this be like the moment where Larry just snaps, like yeah, at the end of silliness, he just goes like in the episode, he just goes to a diner, drinks too many milkshakes, has this sort of acti depressive episode, and I just wouldn't. It was kind of surprising just to not have Larry snap because like even SpongeBob, like in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, 20 years old by the way, um, review coming soon. Uh, he gets drunk, he goes back to work, and snaps. Like, like I feel like this could like in the universe this could be Larry's breaking point, and where he just like he just loses his cool and just starts to let it all out. And even then, like he's just being asked, "How do you make silly songs?" And it's the way he describes it sounds like it's a pain to do. So I don't know. It's still pretty funny. Um, have you ever wondered why Larry got mixed up in Photo Hut? Never been to Photo Hut. I don't think if there's one around my area, but you know, life is not always fair. In this case, what are your opinions on 4.3? I said this earlier, but I haven't tried that yet. So I for now I'm happy with animating and modeling on 4.1 and editing on 4.3. Oh no, 2 on 4.2. Ugh, brain. Okay. And if anyone's curious, I have 4. Wait, no, 3.6 because Sketchfab does not support 4 Blender 4.0 and beyond for some reason. So whenever I model something, I have to upload it there, like append whatever I made there, and then upload it. Larry's my favorite character in VeggieTales. Same. Larry's just so much fun to watch, honestly. Like, yeah, he's the goofy one, but I said this to one of my friends a while back, but I do generally like how he's not just goofy, but he's like a genuine being. Especially when God wants me to forgive them, you just have him like processing through emotions. I thought he means the ratio screen for a second there. Okay. So, if anyone's wondering, I'm using my phone to like check on stream. It's just so I have it on standby and I don't switch tabs constantly. So, um, and yeah, okay. So right now, as I said earlier, I only have the body animations finished. So what I do need to animate for this scene is not the eyes. I got it all right here. I just need to animate the mouth and then move on to the rest. And then once they're done, this will either be a excuse me, this will either be a Thanksgiving premiere or a late Thanksgiving premiere, like I don't know, Black Friday. I'm not sure. Um, but I'm definitely trying to see if I can go for Thanksgiving. And it shouldn't be too hard, okay? It's just like I'm practically uh around 2/4 done. So with that said, if you want to see what I have so far, let's just go into it. I'm gonna turn off. I'm gonna turn on simplify so it's easier to play. Okay.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like water skiing or skateboarding or something when you lose your balance and all of a sudden you got all this water or pebbles and concrete rushing all around you and you try to stop but you just can't until you hit the beach or a fire hydrant or something. Ah! That's pretty much how I do it.
Okay, so I need to animate the mouth and also the eyelids. That's this part right here. And then I'll be done with this section and render it. And you can definitely tell I went a little crazy with Larry towards the end there, especially with the scream. Well, I mean, come on. How could you not just pass up the chance to have Larry just scream, be like that when he's screaming? Um, Hi there, JY. Hello, logo boy. Welcome to the stream. Can you make them feel emotions? Well, I don't know. It's quite tricky. They're vegetables. No, in this case, they're fruits. I mean, it's kind of a complicated process. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I've never heard Larry scream like that. That is a very unique scream for Larry. Like for years now, we've had that scream for Minnesota Cuke. Right? I can't recreate it. Um, but that one, even for Larry with the lisp, that's like a genuinely good scream. Well, I must be off to Rattlesnake Christmas. See you later. See you later, Gideon Larry. Okay. I still want to know where people are finding the Blink audio for his scream in Minnesota Cuke. If you're curious, Ceiling Fanatic and other things, uh, a former channel by the name of the Peach of Each from the IRS had uploaded versions of the episodes where the music was ripped out because, like, oh, how do I explain this? Uh, so if you upload the episode with its 5.1 audio track from the DVD, you'll have access to like the multiple channels. Remove the music channel and you just have like voices and not and like sound effects. Remove the vocals and sound effects, you get some sound effects but mostly music. So his channel did leave, but there were re-uploads by our good friend here, my recorded buddy. I don't think they're up on archive anymore, but I think he put out a Google Drive folder. So if you want one, you could probably ask him. Do not quote me on that. I'm not 100% certain. Okay. We had the scream from the end of silliness. Do you mean Cause I don't count the no as a scream. That's more of just him yelling. Uh, Hey, hello, 20th good Master and CSX 2024. If anybody screamed like that, then I guess Mr. Pincher would end his career. Okay. We're not sorry, Mr. Pincher. Oh, that's a pip. Ah, okay. Um, what's going on? Oh, okay. Well, I've never heard Larry scream like that before. Play that again. Okay, I will. Happy. Okay. There is the big idea Google Drive, but there's missing stuff for vegetables and third one plant penguins. Yes, I'm familiar with the big idea Google Drive folder. Um, I'm very grateful for the additions that have been put on there from people like incorporating even through one Blender. Um, if you're a part of the people who upload on there, great job. You're contributing to this unofficial archive per se. I would say I would have stuff on there too, but I'd have to like ask one of them to get access to it. Uh, like this one Lyle story reel from the original DVD, and like this I have this one render of Rumor Weed that was put on the magazine that I can like add on there, but again, need access. So perfectly cut screen meme. Yes, my favorites. Perfectly cut screens. Wasn't there a VeggieTales perfectly cut screen? Yeah, there probably was. I'm not even gonna look it up. Okay. Previously on JY Streams, we did not animate mouths, but now we are going to. This is gonna be fun. So obviously, I'm halfway. I'm towards the start of a sentence, not like starting a sentence. So actually, in this case, I'm just gonna rest it for a sec. Yeah, they look like that. I'll try to probably fix it eventually, like an update for the model. I'm not sure. Okay.
I guess it's kind of like water skiing or skateboarding.
And that's currently what I have so far. There's Sorry, I'm just recreating that first bit now with just no, the second question where Larry is just talking about. I don't know why, but cutscenes squeeze. Honestly, same. If you cut it right, there's like a good chance you'll get me like uh. It was when I saw a while back. It had the Muppets. Oh, there was a video where it was Muppets out of context, and there's just one clip where like this monster appears right behind Stander or from Waldorf, Stantler and Waldorf, and then Waldorf just jumps, leaps out of the chair, going whoa, and it cuts out, and it just killed me. Um, whoa. Yeah, yeah, you can add that to the list. JY Studios, animator, modeler, VeggieTales fan, Muppets fan. Um, okay. Oh my goodness, the lighting looks so good. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun like creating the lighting because well, you would naturally another video maker would have just I don't know done this. Um, go here, lighting, 1999. They could have just done that honestly, but I actually wanted to capture the lighting that was in the end of silliness. While doing a bit of so this is the basic lighting that I used after studying like a few shots of Larry just sitting down in the booth. But I added an extra light because, well, one sec, I'm gonna pull up a Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to go into the Big Idea Google Drive folder because I need to explain something. Um, this is not an official promotion of Big Idea VT 321P LBTCA Do Not Invite Save Do Not Invite Trolls folder. Um, okay. Uh, I am loading it up. Oh, where are you? Ah, switch. Wait, let me go check real quick. And Azaleas deserved a little more like a physical classics release. I think it deserves, yeah, it definitely deserves a lot more. Like, I know it had a DVD release, but I really, um, really wished the physical like separate DVD release was a more like more public thing, like along with all the other episodes, because I can't find a single DVD copy of it anywhere outside of like. I have the complete Silly Song collection, so that's the one. That's one of two ways I have it. The other way is the end of silliness, more really silly songs VHS, like the lyric release? Yeah, I believe the lyric release. Yeah, the lyric release. So I've got some art pieces planned for Thanksgiving this year. They're part of Animalverse. Okay. Internationally, however, the End has had a classic release only internationally. Huh, interesting. I hadn't heard of that. The weird thing about the End of Silliness that I know about, like in terms of like releases, is like, uh, so I years ago, IMDb would actually put up free movies, and for a while, VeggieTales was a part of it. If you watch the end of Silliness, the audio is the English version, but the visuals is like is an official textless release. I shit you not. This might be on other releases like Prime Video or maybe whatever. I remember it ending after, like as soon as like the Yolling Veterinarian ends. So, but just seeing that there's just like someone from the group just gave this company like saying, "Hey, here's the end of silliness," and without realizing that there's like no scene long text whatsoever, or even like titles. It's so weird. I don't know if anyone actually saved it, like, or captured it or anything. But if you haven't, and you have like whatever streaming service it's currently on, like if it has that, you should definitely see if you could try to like capture it because it was genuine. I'm not even making it up. Okay, so let me switch to the window capture. Da, 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 da. Oh, where is the Safari? There it is. The countertop here obviously just has this bright light. Like to me, when I see it's like you obviously got to make it bright, like right around here, and there's a little bit of a darkness over here. So what I just did was just like have this kind of area light to like brighten it up a little. Like it's obvious that I don't think it's like something they actually did, but it's just something I wanted to like capture because there's definitely like a huge bright spot over here. Like even QWERTY kind of captures part of it. It's reflection. So typical Universal since they used the HD version of the Warner's VHS for the 20th anniversary version. That's right, I did see that. Whoa, where did that render come from? The render came from a few different things. I don't know the original source, but I remember this one, like this one specifically came from from an app where you would actually have Bob or Larry just interact with different like backgrounds, change their costumes. I forget what it was called, but I found it on an old iPod I had a few months ago. I don't have it with me because I'm at college, and my sister quote took ownership of it, even though she can't really install anything on there. So But yeah, this definitely came out sometime around 1999, like especially with some of the lighting. Uh, and it's just like three of these on the Lost app. There's a couple of Lost apps. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let me switch. Mac. I wish we could go back, 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 back. Wrong one. Whoop. No, no, wrong one. Okay. Maybe we could go back, 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 back. 'Cause I've been thinking about all of the good times jamming in the park. Why am I singing this song? Gotta animate right now. I don't plan on doing the JR covers of that unless, I don't know, someone like Finn says, hey, want to do a cover together? Honestly, if he does, I'd be totally down to do that. Back to, there's also lost digital albums for VeggieTales. I'm familiar with the Saint Nicholas one, and I'm very intrigued to see if anyone has that. Like, because we'd actually have like an actual official release of Our Big Break, and yeah, I Can Love as well. But we people actually technically have that under Sweet Pea's Songs for Girls, and I hate the fact that you have to get the CD just to get that track. And even then, you don't get like a properly shifted version of More Beautiful. So, fantastic! Welcome to the stream. Don't worry, Joe. I've had times where I've had songs I just started singing. I don't know why. Do you mean me? Like a few weeks ago, like a week ago? This is just me on several occasions, honestly. This is not visuals related, but if any of you have seen Has Been Hotel, I just had one specific song stuck. Like I've been singing one specific song for nonstop for a single day. It's always one specific part because it just rolls off my tongue like a lot. Um, with a bit of bravado, maybe tomorrow will be atop the heap. Like that specifically, I sang that so many times to myself that one day I was like, "Why is this song the one?" That was from a moment. It's from what we were singing a few moments ago. Yeah, I know. I know. That's what you're talking about. Speaking, okay, variety. Speaking of lost digital albums, I should definitely see if I can like upload that one I found a while back called Princess Pop, which I uploaded the instrumental for More Beautiful, but I should definitely see if I can upload that the one I found to like it's not digital, but it's an actual physical release that I had gotten with Princess and the Pop Star a few years ago. Actually, more than 10 years ago when it came out, like up to archive or something. I can't trust YouTube because, well, we know how YouTube like not just YouTube but like Universal is with like people uploading things from their IP. So,
Or
all right, but time to animate finally. Yay! Uh, I don't know. I kind of want to save that honestly. Just there's some cases where I just save a random frame out of nowhere. Whether that be from something I'm watching or just animating. That's the one for the stream. Um, uh, that's a DKP mouth, by the way. Like one of the early days. I like the DKP episodes, but man, stuff like from like Snoodle's Tale and even some of the opera too. They just have some really awkward expressions. Why did I make them out? Oh wait, where's the mouth? There it is. All right. I love watching old trailers from VeggieTales, Third Club Penguins, and the Cartoon Adventures. Brings me a lot back a lot of memories. Honestly, same. Like especially from like the classic DVDs. Okay. I didn't shoot something. Okay, just his teeth looked weird for a second. Just like a shadow on them. That's just my quote for the week is
Something when you're boarding or something.
something. I mentioned this to a friend a while, like a Discord call a while ago, but I think in this one, Larry, you can definitely tell like Larry's lisp a lot. Like recognize Larry's lisp a lot in this. Skateboarding or something. So I'm honestly glad this isn't a radio interview for Sumo of the Opera. I don't. I don't think they would have an interview. Like, well, Finn Incorporated mentioned this like a while back, but like the company wouldn't. I don't think the company directly like made would make like radio discs for Snoodle and Sumo. Let me confirm real quick. I can confirm that it is very unlikely that a full radio disc for either Snow Tale or Swim of the Opera exists. From what I gather, the company was cutting any costs they could around this transitional period. Yeah, okay. Sumo opted for an event disc instead. Yeah, so there wouldn't be an interview. Honestly, if there was, it'd have to be like a parody kind of thing where you'd have to get someone to record audio for Larry and like write some for yourself. And I'm not the guy to do it, so because I got other things I need to do. I need to like I don't know, figure out how to make a penguin, rig a penguin, and I don't know, make the 50th Veggie ASDF animation. So no, I'm actually done with those. Honestly, I joked about me doing a lot of those, but I'm actually done. So hey, Ian, welcome to the stream. Right back to mouths. I didn't know Larry Robinson had a lisp.
Something.
All right, here's where you cheat a bit and just have a quick mouth change. There we go. You'll see that a lot in some of my recent animations, like where you just go from this to this.
Then when you when you
Me when vegetable. Welcome, Whoop-Doo. It's still a good episode. It's just the animation's kind of poor. Sumo? I think so. I do like Sumo. That's especially like a required viewing for me right around St. Patrick's Day. Um, I okay. I hate to do this, but I need to. It's like my actual least favorite thing about Sumo the Opera is just this one specific scene with the in terms of the animation on Larry. Like I'm all for unique expressions and all. Like I'm a sucker for those, especially in animation. But this one in particular is just like this one was just like an overload of uh and yes, I'm fanatic. I am going to show animation. Feel free to step out if you're not a fan. Which you've stated many times that you aren't. So Safari. To be fair, Beta put the bar very high with the animation from Jonah. They did, but even then, like they themselves didn't even animate Sumo. Like from Snoodles Channel forward, it was never them that they animated. If anything, it was like a layout. So this scene right here, like the expressions just turned me off. Like going through my frame just like hurt me. Like it's not much, but honestly, when you just go frame by frame, there's some really weird faces Larry makes. This one's probably my favorite, honestly. I just like DKP has this weird thing where they just like experimented with the mouth shapes. Yeah, I don't like that honestly. That one's fine. Okay, close up, it's not. No, is there even a close up of a character in this? Like very close up? Okay, I think there technically would be. Hmm, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the excuse to dissect vegetables. Honestly, if YouTube wasn't like, hey, you can only like verify two of your channels within like a year, I would definitely do a stream, like more streams on my main channel where I just dissect VeggieTales, or maybe just a video. I don't know. The mouth animation though, yeah, the mouth expressions for the early DKP episodes, it's extremely weird. So, all right. Oh wait, let me check real quick. Hmm. Okay. By the way, just heads up, I won't stream the entire method of animating the mouth here. I'll probably stop right around 6 from my end. Okay, like context. It is 5 right now for me, so and I have to go eat eventually. So when it when it's roughly close to 6, I will end the stream. So, but this shouldn't take too long unless I get distracted and want to talk dissect another shot again from I don't know.
you
I've been weirdly revisiting Remolded and dissecting each frame, so I guess I could just do that. No, no, actually, I've been doing that for 3 days straight. I should probably stop. I mean, can you really blame me? Remolded was really good. No, no, that's insulting. Remolded was great.
When you lose your balance, when you
When you Lou, right past the guy named Lou.
lose your
It's 6 on my end. Okay. I gotta win, I gotta win. I blame Finn for getting that song in my head. We were listening to the veggie fan commentaries, and even was in this Discord call with him when they were watching that one Veggies in the House episode. If anyone's wondering, I'm not a huge fan of In the House. I think it's like for kids, it's totally fine. It's just not totally not my thing. And honestly, I can respect if you don't like it or if you actually like it. So City, I thought was fine. Honestly, I mean, it was just like decent, not as annoying, but well, I think annoying is too harsh. But then again, it's just people who often. Well, no, nah, forget it. You can totally like or dislike whatever you want. I'm not just gonna be like, that is a terrible hot take. Your opinion is wrong. Like every like buddy over on Twitter. Wait, no, I'm sorry. X. Never gone to X. Blue Sky is so much better. You guys should totally try it if you haven't already. Remolded is a godly masterpiece. It is. I mentioned in the review that the one thing I didn't like when it premiered was just that one weird like cut around when Bob is cutting from this Bob over by the sink to this Bob, and it was just only on the 4:3 edits. I don't know why I used to like the in house design as a kid. Sadly, I have to agree with you, man. I was all right with them when I was a kid. So I like Motato from In the House. Motato was fine. I think he just got overused too much. Like the thing with Larry White villains what made them so good was just like they weren't 100% used every single time. Like even Awful Alvin, like both in the Cartoon Adventures and even the VeggieTales show, he was only used twice to make room for some of the other like original baddies, like Retta, Alchemist, and Mother Pearl. That mushroom guy who sounds like a ripoff of Robert De Niro's son, the guy from The Godfather. Screw it, I'm saving that one as well. If you guys are curious, I'm saving. I just have this app on standby in case I want to save some frames. So okay, Luthia. I'm gonna move this over a little.
balance, and all of a sudden,
You know, just eh. I I, Captain. Keep in mind I'm about to send a video clip. Is that even possible? You can post links, but you'll have to like manually try to copy and paste them. So,
And
by the way, if you guys have just any questions for me, feel free to ask them. Okay, I'm just casually checking by on stream like every once in a while, just to see what chat says. So,
and all of a sudden when you lose water skiing or skateboarding or something, when you lose your balance and
okay, that's pretty good so far. Which one do I want? And the first one. Okay. Oh, okay. Were you talking about on Discord or on chat? Cause I see one on your Discord from you. So, okay. Okay. Who would win a fight, Blue Fib or Goliath? Goliath has the upper hand if he realizes that Fib can literally just disappear from telling the truth. Even then, I think it should be just common knowledge whenever you see a Fib. Like after Fib for space. That's in Discord. Yeah, so I saw what you sent, Gabe. Looks great so far, man. I'm not going to give context to what it is. Gabe can send it for himself if he wants, but upcoming animation for him. Look out for it. But yeah, I think so. Even though Meta Blueberry teases an idea about the Fib having electricity powers, which where did that come from? I think Fib has the upper hand. Just cut to Kevin Smith from Penguin going, like with the fingers on Gene Scalable Manka. You can't see me because, well, you're stuck looking at a cucumber looking down at the floor. So,
all of a sudden, all of a sudden you
wait, I want to see something real quick. Uh, okay. For a second, I thought I had accidentally recreated Bob just going, all the
all
vegetables.
of a sudden you got all
But I think if VeggieTales was animated around this point, they would definitely have this kind of movement for Rob. Like,
all of a sudden
all the vegetables, like that. So, I mean, next no reference, but it turns out it was just a Mandela effect. I don't know. No, just all the
you got all this fun, you got all this fun, you
Yeah.
all this, all this balance, and all of a sudden you got all this water or all this.
Wait, Joe, I just realized something. Is Larry's Dr. Hat from Yoli Veterinarian of the Alps on the set? N- no, it's not. I know what you're talking about. I made the headgear a while back, but I don't know if I could look. I think I tried to see if I could put it up here, but I think it was like too many props. Let's see. Even if I did, it would really start to look more like the set for an Ultimate Soy Song Countdown radio interview. By the way, I am not doing that. This is the one time thing. Just like I wanted to do. Jet, here's your caption this face. I'll leave you to caption it to your heart's desire. Actually, going further. Okay. I know it sounds like a lot to anime. Do you think it would be funnier if he was wearing a suit for the silly song for the interview? It was the latest silly song at the time. Ah, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to like go back and put this like the costume on. But even then, I always assumed like Yoling Veterinarian wasn't a released silly song because but it was like a recorded silly song at the time because Larry lost his silly songs to Archibald in Madame Blueberry, so any future silly song like the Bear Trap one would have to be canceled. So Yoling Veterinarian was just one he had on standby. So I don't think it would make sense if Larry was just to wear something that nobody had really seen yet. But if he was in character talking about like his job, yes, like how Larry in the Esther interview was talking about his character as Marcus the Scribe, or the Larry Boy interview where he says Larry Boy from which radio disc? Yes, in seriousness, like either like the 1999 one or the Angry Eyebrows one. So Okay. Oh, okay, real quick. I don't know if anybody caught this, but
I don't know.
yes, I made Larry Shrug here. Like, that's just something I've instantly thought of as soon as I started any of this. Like, okay, at this point, beginning has to have had figured out how to make other characters shrug. Like, even around the time with like the VeggieTales Christmas Spectacular, you can actually see Larry Shrug going, mm. So, I just added Larry shrugging here.
I don't know.
I don't think you'll partially be able to tell around
I don't
here,
know. No.
but I just wanted to showcase it.
All of a sudden, you got all this water,
Nope, nope, I'm gonna do that.
water,
Okay, here's where things start to get fun.
water, water, pebble, then water, pebble, then pebble, then cutter, pebble, then pepper, pebble,
I can't even tell if the other animators made the character shrug, like they had to locate the lower rig or scale it, or make the lattice shape key of it on both sides. If I ever shrug, I always do the lattice, because like that's especially how they did it back in the '90s with Mr. Nezzer in the 20th of Christmas. Because like, well, back then it was just the lattice. They did not really have a rig. But yeah, if all you have to do is just create a new shape key, like highlight these sides, and just go. So, so. But if you were to do it, you can't. I don't think you can't really do like you can't take this and make him shrug because that's controlling a lot of his body. In 2000 shorts, you can technically do that, just scale it up a bit and scale it. But to me, that looks a little weird. So, but that's probably how they did. I'm not sure. Ron Smith is at his best when he made it shrug. Ron Smith was a great animator in general for Big Eddie. He just did a lot of really great stuff, like especially like Jerry's Dance and Are You My Neighbor. Like at that point, there wasn't really much like that in terms of like VeggieTales' animation. Like even even Phil and Mike were amazed like at what he was able to do. So
and concrete rushing all around you, and you try to water or pebble, then concrete got all this water or pebble, then
Okay, here's a shape I haven't used too often. Actually, wait, is there a shape still being used? No. Okay. I was about to say something, but I was instantly going to regret it, so I'm not even going to do it.
concrete.
I was actually talking about 2000s design, but okay. I have no idea how they would really do the 2000s ones. If anything, my best, if you want to do the whole like middle bone and just move it up and scale it, that's totally fine. I mean, it's your animation, so you can do whatever you want. It's surprising about Softimage and Maya can be replicated in Blender. If you really pay close attention enough, you can do a lot of great things with it. So,
Concrete pebble, then concrete rushing all concrete. Then concrete rushing or pebble, then concrete water or pebble, then concrete rushing all around you, and you try to stop, but you just can't. Or pebble, then concrete rushing all around you, and you try to stop, but you just can't. Concrete.
here's the last section part of the animation I made. Rushing all around you till you just can't, and then I'll stop. So, all right. And oh, there's a unique shape. That's kind of like a mix between the F V shape and like scared. It looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, wait, no, I want to use this one. Creative liberties here, but oh well. Oh, Is it possible that DreamWorks Animation and Disney use Blender for their animated movies? No, no, I don't. No, I don't think they use Blender. If anything, they use more like professional systems. There are only a few movies in which I've actually know directly known that they've used Blender, and one of them, if I recall correctly, was Next Gen. Let's see. Yeah, Blender was used in the Netflix movie Next Gen. So, yep. Yeah, major movie was made with Blender, and the Netflix wanted that. I'll be honest, before the removal of film, like VeggieTales had better what Disney has going on. Um, when you compare it to stuff like World, which wasn't bad but just was forgettable, yeah, I'd argue that VeggieTales is having it even worse than what Disney's been having right now. Yeah, okay, like not financially, like though, yeah, possibly financially, but like Disney's having project after project. It's been not doing so well. People are just like are often criticizing it, and then you have VeggieTales in the corner, which has had nothing going on except for a podcast, and even then, it's not been well received. They haven't made a project besides that, and the only thing they're even working on is like a movie that's going to be like out around 2 years from now. Do you believe in God and Jesus? Yes, I'm in fact a Christian. Not a full Christian, but I do believe in the existence of God and Jesus. So honestly, me being a VeggieTales fan, like when I don't think it's really surprising, but like part of why I got into VeggieTales was like my feeling was somewhat Christian, like not fully, but still Christian either way. So all right. I mean, I basically learned a lot of biblical values from the show anyway. So how am I not going to take what I learned and just apply it to my everyday life, like loving your neighbor as yourself, learning to trust in God even during the tough times. Whatever moral this episode gave. But, no, I don't think this one really had a moral. Neither of the very silly songs, but these were just sing-along videos. They weren't meant to like really have morals. Like VeggieTales doesn't always have to have morals, but then again, it has to like the main episodes usually do because like that's how their formula works. But like they don't have to like tell Bible stories every time. They can do like parodies. They can tell original stories. So I've been into VeggieTales for simply just because I was, and it also aided me with my autism. I have, I have autism as well, this has been like my hyperfixation for many years, but like almost my entire life at this point. But honestly, it also helped as well. Like especially with like the lessons they taught me, like it helped me shape to become a better person as and like especially at a young age too. It's very important that you teach these kid lessons to your kids, self-esteem, self-control, that kind of stuff. Even the power of words too. That's something that really does need to be taught to our modern society today. I like it's funny how 1999 had both Rumor Weed and also the South Park movie with just this outrageous crowd kind of thing, just going off of accusation, these wild accusations that nearly drives them apart. But then at the end, it's just like important about like how you present information. So 1999 was an interesting year for animation. I'll just say that. So uh, back to animating. I sound, I sound like that's like a chore, but it honestly isn't. It's fun to do.
Can you try? Can you try? Can you try? to stop. You try to stop. And you try to stop.
Oh boy. Okay. Jet. F for Blender because it's now not responding. Great. Mm. I can hopefully recover this, but I'll have to try to get back a few more of these shapes. Why does this have to have a dirt frame? Okay. Uh, uh, let's see if I could just force quit and then recover. Ah, okay. Okay.
To stop.
Okay, didn't lose too much. All right. Now I've got to get the window capture back. And just lean this review. Oh, don't do this to me. Let me just. Oop. And. There we go. Bingo. And yes, you just saw my subscription for a sec. Take that information what you will. Um, that's not all my taste, but there's just a few things in there. And I'm just like, okay, I like your stuff. All right, I'm gonna reanimate.
To stop.
Stop.
Try.
Okay. Okay. QWERTY has stopped working. Literally. Uh, Okay, that can just be me when I'm honestly just like before, after. Okay. Actually, I wonder if it what it would look like if it's just yeah. Where are you? All right, let's review.
I guess it's kind of like water skiing or skateboarding or something when you lose your balance and all of a sudden you got all this water or pebbles and concrete rushing all around you and you try to stop but you just can't until you hit the beat.
Beat. Okay. So what do the Veggie tubers here have coming up next? You're gonna see what I have coming up next. So, um, other than that, you guys can probably just share in chat. I am done animating for right now. I just got through my goal of getting to at least can't. Can't. Yeah, I'll animate some more after I have dinner. And yeah, continue forward. And for a quick swear. Okay. Um, Hopefully, if there's another live stream for post dinner, I'll be ready. No, there won't be. It's just gonna be this stream. Yeah. Um. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna, cut off stream in about less than 3 minutes. So let's just chat. Just gonna play a little bit of music. Just not too much though. Uh, the internet now wants to stop. Like this life. Okay. Well, internet in terms of like my Safari, I can still put this stream up. So, uh, important lesson here, guys. Never trust a plastic hippo. This has been a near scary yet exciting experience. Honestly, yeah, especially with like blenders being like, "Nerp." Okay. Here. So, chat, any weekend plans? By chance? I'm trying to see if I can play music, but Archive's just being like, nope. Since we're not going further with animating or just dissecting, I'll say I know I've said sumo animation mascara, but on my end, it's specifically the eye animations. Okay. Which I Yeah, I'll just be on stream for about like 5 more minutes then. 'Cause nothing better do. There we go. Now I got it to work. Okay. Are you gonna do any more of the Letty Tales Legacy Collection, JY? I have one planned for December. After that, and probably another hiatus. Still don't have too much motivation to do more of these. I just have like a few more planned. Um, Toy Save Christmas will be the next one. Gonna see if I can do Josh. Really want to do Lyle, but I have to like manually do it because like the no mu the no music, like no the no voices that was sent a long time ago has really terrible audio, so I have to manually do the music myself. So, which is gonna be fun. So, but other than that, um, it'll just be Toy Save Christmas, Josh and the Big Wall, Lyle. I feel like I've missed a few episodes, probably. People really want me to do Autotainment. I just don't think that one's gonna be possible because just. Well, people want me to do that along with Ultimate Silly Song Countdown, which I'm not. There's not much to do with that one. What's happening here? Just a casual chill until I end the stream in about a few minutes. I want to see Autotainment and Sumo Opera on Legacy Collection hopefully soon. We need an album version of Sonic Sumo. Sumo, I'll consider. I don't want to go past, like, say, Pirates or, like, definitely right around Pirates because that's just when I wanted to show, like, some of the highlights in terms of Veggies' music. I mean, the 2010s has had good music, but I don't want to make a living off of just the Legacy Collection because I got other things I need to do. So, not every episode's gonna get a release, which means I'm not gonna appease people who keep constantly ask like, there's always these people who keep asking me, "Do the Great Power more?" I'm thinking like, maybe, but if they could just Evelyn's constantly brought up. I'm just probably not going to do it. Uh, they always send it as requests, and I've always I'm not accepting any requests whatsoever because I just don't. People need to put up their heads that like not everyone's going to accept your requests. So Sherlock Holmes, maybe Duke. I don't know. To me, this one not very hilarious. Much as I want to say yes, I'd have to like also manually do the music. Um, um, I hear that comment. So, Janice Emmons, 1990 present. A good modeler and animator mostly just sticks to the peanut shtick. Mentions that I forgot the ultimate silly song countdown, even though I just wanted to stick to the two sing along videos. That's why I titled it A Very Silly Collection, which was like a reference to the original title, like a very silly sing along. And then Daniel Pooler 229 said, "That's what A Very Silly Collection 2 is all about. The Ultimate Silly Song Countdown, Jonas Sing Along Songs and more, and most importantly, The Wonderful World of Entertainment." Not doing that. No, I am not doing that. Like, Jonas Sing Along Songs and more is utterly useless because there's absolutely zero piece of score in it whatsoever. Like, even the one at the very beginning, that's just an instrumental, one of the sing along, like the Veggies sing along CD songs. Like, the ones that are eventually repackaged to Autotainment. Autotainment has a score that would just have to be, it would just be like two pieces. No, actually three pieces. Actually, no, just two tracks. Nah, no, it'd be four tracks and that'd be it. The only reason I would do it is if I was just wanted to do lunch. Even then, I think I could do that on my own. I don't need to do a whole release of it. So, yeah, I don't like doing upload requests either for Internet Archive because I know in my head that I'll eventually upload the DVDs that they've mentioned. Good on you, man. Good on you, man. Hmm. Context of trying to play Heyman song, but Archive will not let me play it for some reason. Uh, you don't let me play it. The episode's around the same ballpark. Who's next on the One Said compilation? Mr. Lunt. He's gonna be one for next year. Other than that, don't have any plans to do any other ones. It'll just be like a once in a while thing. Someone joked in comments about like how long Mr. Lunt was gonna be, And then I just said it's gonna be like a 5 minute video, and then there's just gonna be a Snyder cut, which will be about like be like 21 minutes. If there are that many quotes from Mr. Lunt, I will actually make a Zack Snyder style cut for Mr. Lunt once said. But yeah, I'm still gonna utilize one quote per person. So Mr. Lunt is funny. He's the funniest character in the show, in my opinion. Have you ever considered the career in marketing? Definitely not Paco. He's different. I am not Mr. Lunt. I am Paco. I'm sorry. I had to quote that one video that was a while back. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I want to play it for you guys anyways because I have it. Um,
Hey, sweetie. Sweetie.
right after this Old Spice ad. Screw you, you. Here we go.
Hello, television world! I hear you have a problem.
Oh, that sounds like our old friend Mr. Lunt.
I am not Mr. Lunt. I am Paco.
I can't be the only one who heard that the first time. But then there's just people in the comments like, he said Paco. And like, I know, but but it sounded like he said that. It's funny. I mean, the Veggies on TV is very weird because like, um, some of the animation later on is just reused, and there's even like this weird point like where Bob is reading one letter. Like Bob just casually smiles while he says, like reads a letter of like, my dad told me that my grandmother wasn't feeling well lately, and you cut to Larry rightfully looking concerned at Bob, like good on you, Larry, but why is Bob smiling while he's reading that? Wouldn't he just be like, my grandmother hasn't been feeling well lately? Oh dear. Like how he actually looked sad when he said, I'm depressed. I miss VeggieTales on TV. I didn't see it very much when I was a kid, but I definitely saw the Asparagus and Elijah. I even saw Dr. Jiggle and Mr. Sly a few years ago. It aired on one of the other TV networks that somehow still aired that VeggieTales. I mean, I know there's like channels like Smile and TVN used to air it, so. Fish from Outer Space and Sumo are the only two full airings I remember. I remember seeing those on YouTube. And also, like the TV scenes, and then there's the Daily Motion uploads for it. Most of them, I think, are gone, except, well, not most of them. Some of them are gone. Like, so. But if you just want the TV scenes, like the Bob's House scenes, they're definitely up in like a full compilation. I highly recommend checking out. All right, chat. That's gonna conclude the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining, and always remember, God made you special, and He loves you very much. Bye.